Guten Abend allerseits. Oh, welcome everyone in English. We are here at the 11th round of the 2020 DTM season here at the old Hockenheim ring. It's nearly close to crunch time. I am your commentator, Dennis Graf, and yesterday I was joined by George Rogue, but of course, not of course, but because he isn't available for today, alongside me today is Rahul Patel. So hello, Ra, how are you doing?
Dog, and I am good.
Yeah, that's good to hear indeed. So yeah, I would say, without further ado, let's take a look at the grid. Let's waste no time here. So yeah, on pole position is Adam Wolf, who took his first pole since 2017, ironically at this track, where he took his first one. Victor Bobo will start alongside him in second. In third, we have Gabriel Rico, which was a great qualifying from him. And in fourth, we have Florian Volker, and the Mercedes Petron was also good qualifying from him.
Indeed. And to go into the further on the grid, we have Thomas Bennett in fifth, Julius Anderson, one of the championship contenders, in sixth, with Will Parrish in seventh and Christoph Berenik in eighth. Following game is Hayo Shine in ninth and another championship contender, Rusty Parkinson, in 10th, followed by Maxim Titkov in 11th and Daniel Adventure, another championship contender, in 12th. But he is Southwest bound, of course.
So yeah, the Form 39, Peter, was actually my part, but
Yeah.
carry on. In P13, we have David Suarez, the Brazilian. In P14, Max Nordberg. Roman Quark will start in P15. In P16 is Matteo Catalan. Should I continue? Or?
No. I watched an old DTM race video, and for some reason it's 31 lap instead of 42. Because I was wondering that the laps are quite. It's not that as much as I thought it would be, and I was right. So, and Joe found out as well, it seems. So let me quickly fix that. Sorry for that.
Okay.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
good.
I don't know why. Maybe I did a test or something. I can't remember. So let me change it. Sorry.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We have plenty of time. Don't worry. So yeah, in this short break, I will ask you, at the moment we have still a few championship contenders, but I think, what do you think? Who is at the moment the guy who has the best chances for the title?
I mean, you can never say with 3 rounds to go. I think anything could happen from that moment. I mean, Quark's only 4 points ahead of Farkazin and 5 points ahead of Julius Anderson, and also the fact that Anderson starts sixth. He could close in, but he needs to get more points than getting pretty much 3 points from that.
Yeah, so still everything to play for. Of course, I think there's still 17 guys in championship contention, although today a few can drop out of it. The guy who is in the most danger zone is Florian Volker. He needs to win, and he needs to hope that anyone or everyone ahead of him is not 22 points ahead of him, so or 23 points.
Yeah.
I might need to redo the whole grid if I'm unlucky. Yeah. So we will have to wait a bit more. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, we don't need to. We don't have the screen. We don't have the screen share, by the way. But yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense anyway, since I was expecting already that it would maybe not work. So let me do it.
And it's just at 31 from that.
Review or something.
Uh,
Um,
It should take a bit. So yeah,
Round
course,
10 of
Wolves managed to get
the
season
6th.
relevant. Another point, so he's in good run of form. Scored points in the last 3 races. Yeah,
patience, young grasshoppers. Yes, Joe. Listen to the geeks.
yeah. I exactly know what give you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed, Adam. That these are some technical issues, or or maybe not. So yeah, of course, just touching upon out of championship contention, as I said yesterday, Thomas Bennett, who currently has 6 points. Is currently 34 points behind Quark, so we can't overtake him anymore. The same goes to David Suarez, Matteo Catalan, then Jay McKenzie, and Harley Shine. So these 5 are officially out of contention since the last race.
The fact that the Nurburgring got cancelled. If that wasn't cancelled, Shahin would have been in there.
That's right, of course. Yeah. What was the result actually? So when I have time, I could do a championship with this race, if it would have counted. But yeah, let's see. So nothing going at the moment. We're just waiting.
Yep.
Campana.
Yeah, of
Close.
course. Whoever leads the championship
And
will have the first chance to win the title next time out.
2.
But I don't think that will happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good to go now.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Posting the famous picture
Let's hope
Romano.
the grid is the same. Please check, guys. Maybe
Mm,
Joe can check the last quali,
yeah. I think
the quali session.
that's something for Joe to check.
Well, we already knew the first 4 drivers on the grid.
Okay, good.
Yeah, if we already had read the first 16, should we read them again or not?
We could do that again.
You don't need to.
Uh,
Okay, so only the last 6.
Yes.
But
yes,
we, of course, need to check if the grid is right.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Normally, this one barks at the men.
He's screen again.
Well, what was it?
Yeah, I always see an error.
Yeah,
Rico was
second
in
and
third, Bo
third.
was second
Yeah, that's the only error. Maybe
in the top
we
four.
could see the rest of the grid, see if there is more errors. I mean, it may not be the only one. Yeah. The Paris
Mm,
burn. Mars, Notebook, Quite, Catalan, Mackenzie, Neller, Post, Prix, Campana, Boston,
P2, P3, of course, are wrong. So we need to do it all over again.
I'll probably try and take a screenshot of qualifying.
Oh, then it's not so bad, I guess. This is 3. Here it is. They have the results from yesterday ahead of me, so we can check.
I've already screenshotted it.
So P13 to P16 are good.
Pretty much this, I think. Pretty much the rest is good except for second and third. That's the
Oh, that's also
only
a
one.
good idea. Oh, good. Wait, we'll only delay the test race a bit later on. Okay, so top 4 correct this time. So fuck.
Demonetized.
Yeah. So yeah, now we can. Yeah, now of course need
Yes.
to read the last 6. So piece now we'll pick up where we left it. So on P17 is Jay McKenzie. P18 we have Will Nella. 19 we have Jared Fosbury. In Campana was out in 20th. And the final of the grid we have.
We have Plus and we have Zurich in 22nd.
Yep. So now we finally can check the weather. It's bone dry. Perfect conditions for racing. Now let's get cracking. I hope by now we have a good audience in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, here we are on the grid. So Wolf is definitely on a one-stop. We can see it from here already. And we have 3 lights, 4 lights, so 5 lights on, and we are racing.
Ibaba got the jump on Wolf. And Ibaba's gonna take the lead, so is Rico's taking second.
Yep.
Now we
So
go
not a good
to...
start from Adam Wolf. He stopped 2 places.
Here comes
Here's
Gabriel
where the
Rico
action starts.
on Ibaba.
Yep, slip steering on a track racing to the second,
Bennett.
to the first chicane. Bennett ahead of Wolf. Yes.
Oh, there's a collision.
And we have already damage.
We saw a wheel, I
Got them
think.
damages.
No, it's not
Yeah,
wheel.
so
That's just
rearing, I
debris.
think.
Yeah, Ibaba fighting back on Rico. Now
It's a
Bennett's
good fight.
onside as
First lap
well.
already.
Bennett could sail through if
Can
he
he also
can.
go?
Nope, not quite.
So where's
Okay,
damage actually?
Parker's in has
It's
damage.
Hussein. One of the championship
More drivers have
contenders.
damage. So has Adventure has damage.
Yep.
I think
So
they
we
hit.
have
Yeah. So let's see
they,
what
they hit Debris Adventure.
Adventure.
He was the one who
Adventure went
got
into
to the back
Hussein,
with Hussein.
and Neller, how did he get damage? Did he? Oh, he went into the back of Adventure, I assume.
I think
Maybe
or
someone else.
Adventure under braking.
Oh.
No, he did run into the back of Catalan.
And Catalan moved
Yes,
late
yeah.
on the braking, which that was the reason why. And Ibaba
So,
pulling away, and Wolf's
Wolf's
gone.
back into P3.
Yeah, Wolf's through. Close getting at the fourth spray. Meanwhile, 3 wide.
It's
Nearly, but
close.
Volker has gone through.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a good move indeed.
Volker got through, he's up to 5th. Now Mackenzie, he can't go through.
Yep. No, I think everyone damages at the back.
Now Parrish on the move on Volker, and he's up to 5th.
And the race is pretty much done.
Volker under pressure from Shahin, but Volker's trying to go for the move on Parrish once again.
My screen is lagging all the time.
Volker's ahead, just about. Shahin's also ahead. Volker defending from Shahin, and Parrish gets back ahead. Meanwhile, Mackenzie on the move on Campana, and he's gone back to chicane. Now Shahin once again on Parrish for 6th place. He's got ahead. Now we see Titkoff on the move. And he's through, he's up to 8th, he's up in the points. Got ahead of Julius Anderson. And Dennis is pretty much not speaking at the moment, but yeah. Quag only in 12th at the moment. Beranek trying to overtake Anderson. Quag on the move on Suarez for 11th, and he's through. Campana on Mackenzie, he's up to 15th. And we are gonna look at a replay.
Yeah.
On Roaming Quad start. And yeah, he pretty much avoided all the troubles. Just stayed on one lane from that. Luckily no one else was gonna come in like a bulldozer and try and take him out in a chain reaction.
Yeah, I have returned, my internet is a bit better. Yeah.
Anderson holding up Beranek. Quad could have a shot off point.
expect he bored the set of slap.
Yep. Bennett now closing in on
Yes.
Wolf. Not as much, of course. Then we see move. Anderson's been overtaken by Bernick. But Anderson's going to fight back, and I see Nordberg going for the move on Matteo Catalan. Anderson's gone through. Quag's also gone through as well. Quag not trying to go on the inside of Julius Anderson. He ain't going to get that one. No, that was just a glitch. I don't think he hit again. Don't worry, Joe. You don't need to worry, Joe. It's a glitch. It was mainly because of the replay.
Yep.
But,
I guess so as well.
yeah.
See here at the front, it's a bit calmer now.
Anderson.
But here the
No,
Blacks
it's Campana,
still
sorry.
fighting.
Yeah, he's got past Matteo Catalan. And Mackenzie is right behind. Now Bernick.
So is Eric, I think. Or I think
Yeah, it's Turek.
almost 3 wide there.
Nearly.
And Mackenzie is he ahead of
Yeah, he
Catalan?
is.
Yes, he is. In front.
Good enough.
I thought for a second Catalan would fight back. But no, he didn't.
He never did. Wolf seems to be lifted like that turn one, but yeah. Wolf could be under pressure from Bennett here, but it depends. And
yeah, look
he
how
is.
he's coming.
Yeah.
It's a slipstream.
Yeah.
And
Bennett is
Bennett up
ahead.
into P3 again.
Yeah, indeed. Meanwhile, Nordberg. This is on Quag? Yeah, it is. No, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is on Quag. The Quag's back down to 12th, and yeah, you was also overtaken by Bernick.
Yeah. Here's Shahin on the back of Volker for P5. And
Quag
look at this little battle here.
defending. Well, he's actually gone back ahead of Nordberg. Campana's now up to 13. Meanwhile,
Yep.
Volker getting overtaken by Shahin.
So Shahin up into P5. Parrish. We tried to make a move into the entrance of the stadium section. I think he's a bit too far back, or is he? No, he's right, and he should be through, and he is. I didn't expect the move. Slipstream is very effective here.
Yep, indeed.
Joel said at the beginning.
Then it's getting a lot more laggy than I thought. And Bennett's at the fast lap, and he's right behind Rico. Now Volker on right behind Parrish, and he's alongside Parrish. He'll be just ahead. He'll get his car is now fully ahead. Parrish doing the switchback. He brakes later. That ain't gonna work, unfortunately. Too late. Meanwhile, Catalan overtaking Campana for 14. Bennett's gone through for second. He's got ahead of Rico.
Oh, so Bennett is well and truly on the move.
Yeah.
Does he maybe have lighter fuel or something?
Likely. George saying flow on the mission. When I say flow on the mission, he's pretty much staying put. It's not like you start from last, George.
And yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Bennett has a bit less fuel than the others. And So maybe he could be in a two-stop, but also he could be still on one stop, but he could be earlier than the others.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Bobo. Yeah, but Bennett, I
Priorities
said
needed.
that. Yeah, so Ibo was quite sure 2 stops.
Here comes Christoph Bernick.
So could
He's go ahead of Julius Anderson.
be-
Catalan out in Cabana. Cabana overtook him for 14th. Volker, does he have a problem? He has a problem. He has a problem. He has a brake
No,
problem,
fuck's sake.
unfortunately.
I can't
Oh
believe
no!
it.
No!
They can't hear you, of course, right?
I think they can.
On
Actually.
this,
Oh no!
oh
I was
no!
doing so well. Oh.
Brake problem.
Oh man, that's a shame. That is a
Goodness.
big shame.
Hopefully, he can make it back to the pits.
Yeah.
But this race is sadly done. I pretty much have to say. That of course means that Baranek will move up into the points.
Well, this
Walker's
stream
expense. No, he's
was. Well, this stream is definitely getting demonetized, but it was already demonetized before this.
yeah.
Cross guy to Mackenzie for 17th. Volker will
Yeah.
make it back to the beach.
Yeah, which is good for him, but yeah, sadly for him, this race has turned into disaster already. Such a shame.
I need to hope for rain.
Do you need Bahrain?
Won't happen.
We had it numerous times that we had rain, although it wasn't forecasted. So anything can happen still.
This is slow GP4. You would expect this.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
had a quick stop.
Mackenzie's has a bad
They,
race.
they put pretty much 3 laps extra fuel on your car.
Yes. Which
Catalan
means he has to pit again.
Well, of
Yep.
course.
Up into P13.
To be fair, it could work, Volker, but it depends. Will you be able to gain places?
Yeah, of course, he has not the freshest tires out of everyone else. He has Derwick on the inside of Campana needs to. Also, one thing, Mackenzie's having another bad race, I have to say. He's not P18. He's still on board of Kloss. His teammate Parrish is currently P6. Yep.
Not trying to get past Anderson. Of course, Clark's ahead of Anderson. We did not notice that, but he is ahead. And Fosbury trying to get past Derek. Near work. We will see where did Clark take Anderson.
I think it was already a few laps ago, so it was here already in lap 6.
And it was then when
oh.
Walker was slowing down. Because he had a problem at that time. So yeah, I assume Anderson got
Not
pretty
that good
compromised from that.
Mercedes. Of course, it was the Mercedes that blocked him, so that's not good for those.
Mackenzie backs down. Yes, John, but you needed to see it properly. Damn it.
Bergkelle.
Come on, Thunder.
Yeah, it should be only of I think 4 or 5 laps until Ibobo will make his first pit stop. Here comes Mackenzie, and he makes an overtake on Turek.
Yeah.
He's the leader, Ibobo. And Bennett's actually quite close to him.
Yeah, indeed, yes.
Yeah, he's not pulling away that much, Ibobo.
Giants closing in on Wolf.
He's Bernie currently the final point spot, but he's chased down by Quark.
Here's Kloss on Katarn.
Yeah, he's close to the back of him. No pun intended.
There was always no puns there. No puns with the buns.
Uros.
Yeah.
Anyway, here, Wolf heavily on the attack from Shaheen. Maybe you could see Shaheen make a move here into center curve.
Yes.
He's trying it, but Wolf defends.
Yes. Yep, indeed.
Was there any other change in the last few seconds? I don't think so. Here's Fakazane close to the back of Nella.
Battling for P20.
Yeah. Said it just again. Also, Fakazane is not good for his championship aspirations, but luckily for him, Quark isn't at the points at the moment. Yeah, that's at least something.
Yeah.
Here comes Nella again. But Fakazane stays in front.
Yes.
And for
Anderson
P11
on.
with Suarez and
Yep. Suarez and Anderson. Anderson's gone.
Turek back over head of Mackenzie.
And there goes Suarez once again. He's back ahead of Anderson. Possibly got back at the plus. I was trying to retake that, but he can't.
Shit. At the front, they're a bit more further apart, but at the back we have some good battles, I think I have to say.
Yeah, indeed. Wolf's still there with Giant.
Yep.
Somewhat of a surprise, but Giant will be able to start pulling away, but we don't know yet. I think he may not, but he could be catching up to Rico. Not as much.
And I think in either 1 or 2 laps, Bobo will make his first pit stop.
Yeah,
I think in 2 laps.
indeed.
Again, and on lap 13. Is Quark. Behind him is Notberg, so is P11. Campana closing to the back of Anderson. There's a battle for P16.
Got past Kloss.
Yeah, My internet is not the best for the last few days. That's good. I think, I think either there was contact or just a from Anderson.
There was a lockup from Anderson, and he took the entire curb.
Yeah. There wasn't any contact, which is good.
Yeah, he's under pressure from Campana.
Yeah, I think Campana will go through here,
Yeah,
and
indeed.
he's already ahead.
It's up to 12th place.
And he is, yeah.
On lap 12 for Bubble, Milan McKenzie on plus. Walker's not
doesn't
far
make him stick.
behind, but he is like
Yeah.
14 seconds behind.
So I think he gained already a bit.
I mean, yeah, he is. That's a guarantee.
So I think now it's time to take a current short look at the top 8, point zeroing positions. So in the lead, you see Bobo, Bennett is in second. Wait, who was it? Third again, was it Rico or?
Bennett. It was Bennett. He was second. We can see it now on the leaderboard.
Yeah. Yeah. As I said yesterday, sometimes I remember Goldfish to Rico in third, Shine in fourth, Adam Wolf in fifth, Parrish sixth, Sitkov seventh, and P8 is Christoph Farnick. So, next lap, Bobo will pit. I don't think he has a pit call now.
He actually does.
Actually, has. Yep, so Victor will pit this lap instead of the next one.
So this is going to be interesting. Well, if we're drawing pretty much in traffic, I think the likelihood is 99.999%.
So I think he will have quite a quick stop. And he pits those marks to the arrows.
Confirm
mechanics.
this is a stop, of course.
Yeah, well, one stop would have been ridiculous on that high
7.9.
road.
Wasn't the best
Not
stop.
the best stop, I have to say, but anywho.
And the Bubble is in 12th. We could be under pressure from Anderson, who is closing in, but Bubba's picking up speed.
Yep. It could be very close still.
Anderson closing. He had a look,
But
but
he Bobo stays ahead.
yeah, he parked that car in the middle of the apex and pretty much worked. But Anderson has another chance, and he should be able to get that move. Or we'll see. Yeah, he looks to get that move done.
Yeah.
Of course, the fuel load is pretty much the big factor here from this.
Yeah, maybe a bit because the tire temperature was there.
Meanwhile, Ibaba's going to be overtaken by Matteo Catalan. You can do. No, he's not. He's not. That's Ibaba overtaking him.
What did you say? Being overtaken by Shine? The opposite happened here.
Yeah, the opposite. Did he say Shine? That was Catalan.
Oh, Catalan. Yeah, the cars are so similar.
Yeah. Well done, commentators. Wait. Well, Catalan got the move done on Anderson, and Ibaba started to get away for now. So that's good for him.
Yeah, of course, with the. Of course, with the advantage of the fresher tires, you could and should pull away with ease.
Anderson trying to get back ahead of Catalan.
Some good scrap here between those two.
Yeah. Likely to see more pit calls. Yeah, Anderson got through.
Let's see if we have some pit goals.
I don't know. I think we saw a pit call or Fox teammates coming in, and that is Thomas Bennett.
Yeah, the leader, current race leader, will dive into the pits as expected that early. It's still a long ways to go. We're on lap 40.
14, basically. Yeah. Yeah, there goes Turek. He's got plus Matteo
On
Catalan.
Catalan.
And here comes Fosbury.
Yeah.
Now he's
We
gonna
make
switch to the
the
inside.
move into the entrance of stadium section. And he
Nope.
doesn't make it.
Meanwhile, Bennett pits. That's got to be an important part now. Charles Chase, 16 laps of fuel. And it's a 7.4 second pit stop. Slightly quicker than the Bubbles. We'll see where will he come out. I think he'll come out way
I
ahead.
think he will be actually ahead of the Bobo.
Yeah.
Because of the traffic. Bobo ahead.
And yeah, look at the gap. He's way ahead of the Bubble. So the question is, how much time will he use on this straight and in the next straight? At the moment, not much.
Here we can see the wearing of Shine. This is actually Shine. They'll produce oil.
Yeah. The gap is less than a second between himself and Rico. Well, not the exact gap, but assume it is. Suarez. Looking at him. Right behind. Wagen. Nordberg in front as well. And yeah, it is less than a second. Oh, see, temps is between Rico and Shahid.
Yeah, my screen was like, cannot see anything. Now it's back.
Bad tire
tries.
issues. Yeah. No shine.
Yeah.
Now we are looking at Davy Suarez. And he's got the move done. Rico does have a pit ghost who's going to come into the pits. Suarez up safe, he's got past Quag. Yeah, of course, there are more pit ghost Quags coming back at him, and he is coming into the pits as well. He's back up into 8.
Because now we could maybe the range where we have seen drivers with pit code where they only have one stop, so they could take a bit more fuel on this for the second stint.
We will see. I mean, it's likely we will see the one stop. Probably at this window, but we will see. I don't know. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I was right. It's on one stop.
6.4, and that was pretty quick compared to the.
For the amount of fuel. It was a very quick stop.
And he is ahead of Ibaba, but Ibaba would get him anyway. So
Yeah,
basically,
because
he's
it's
just
much
behind
lighter.
Ibaba.
Actually, it would be good to see how many fuel the others would take into the rapid stops. aka Quark and Catalan. And fuck with Zaneson again.
Because Volker's ahead of Cog. Cog rejoined ahead of
Yeah,
Volker. Now
Catalan is
Volker
going to
goes
the
back
end.
there. Yep. Volker
Fuck
saying
with Zane actually is not
he
here pit
was he,
for third.
he was on a two-stop strategy, I said. Even without damage,
Oh yeah.
yeah, even without the Pez, I think he was on a two-stop. And Turwick is gone through past Rico.
Yeah, yeah, goes now for, of course, for the one stoppers. It's a bit of advantage because they doesn't have to pit anymore. But the disadvantage is they will have worse tires than the guys on the two stops. That's still everything to play for.
To play for here. Dennis is so laggy. I'm sorry about this.
Yeah. I will check my connection for a bit. I will be back in a second.
Campana, he's in the pits. He's going to the end, of course. What's the stop going to be? 6-second pit stop. Pretty quick. Rico, now we're right behind. Derek. Not really closing in. I mean, it's a heavy fuel load. That's why Nordberg, he's on the move on Volker for 15th. Will he outbrake him? Volker is going to be quick in the straight line, but he does. He manages to outbrake him, and he's up to 15th. Anderson, his teammates is going to come into the pits. Because Dickoff's going in. There was two more drivers who were coming in who had pit calls. It's McKenzie and Adventure. And to move here, Fosbury on Kloss, and he's up to 12th place. Volker has now re-overtaken Nordberg, and he's back up to 15th, but Nordberg's going to go back on the inside. This is interesting. They're still side by side. Nordberg just ahead. Krog's going to be closing in on these two. They're still side by side. Volker holds on. And yeah, he stays ahead. Good defending by Florian Volker. And now Maxim Ticktoff in the pits. So he's 6 laps at fuel. 7.7 second pit stop. Pretty much one of the slowest pit stops you've seen. And he rejoined in 12th. Pretty much comfortably, so that's pretty good. Porter and Kloss battling it out for 10th. McKenzie, of course, coming in. Same with Adventure. And yet, Dennis is back.
So yeah, hopefully with my phone it's better. Is it better?
Yeah, it seems to be better.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
So what?
Anderson, go ahead of Rico now. Rico seems to be struggling with the fuel, but with the car, basically, with the fuel load. All fuel affects the car pretty much. Weight distribution. Zion is in. There's another one in the bits as well. It's Parish. And 5.9 second pit stop. Good first stop. What about will he be ahead? No, Derek's Bennett's gone a little deep in the turn one. Yeah, got a bit of oversteer and went a bit wide on the AstroTurf. He is ahead of Shine, but Shine is ahead of Ibobo. Rico is up into eighth. Parrish is in ninth, I think. I think he could be under pressure from Fosbury and Kloss, but I don't know. Fosbury is using the slipstream to stay ahead of Kloss, which is actually working out. Kloss does have a pit call as well, so he's coming in this lap. And here goes Chad Fosbury. And here goes Borges Kloss. Fosbury ahead of Parrish. So is Kloss. Kloss is trying to send it on Fosbury. Doesn't work, but Kloss is up to 10th. And Parrish down in 11th. Montana, he's trying to send it. It didn't work. And again, Dennis has gone again. And the problem is back with him. Or probably Mikey should. And meanwhile, Adam Wolf is in the pits from the lead.
On the phone, it's not working.
For some reason, everything's not working for you.
Yeah.
And the pit stop 8.4, pretty slow for Adam Wolf. Probably could be some tweaks to the car, but yeah. And he's back off again. And Wolf, he's managed to park that car right in front of Ibobo. And Ibobo had to slow down, but he has more speed, and he will be ahead to be up to fourth, and Wolf has to yield. That was pretty interesting, but yeah. Tarek also in with Floss as well. Tarek rejoined the team. Then Campana and Quag. Meanwhile, Wolf, he's on the move on Ibobo in fourth place. And he's through. Ibobo could be under pressure from Anderson as well. And also Rico. Think we might see him here. Here's Campana. Anderson's actually got. Yeah, he has. Ooh, is there contact? Was there contact between Rico and Ibobo, or was it just lock up? Anderson got the move done. Yeah, there was contact. And Ibobo also hit one into Anderson as well. Yeah, they're all in one piece, so that's a good sign so far. By Ibobo losing a position to Anderson wasn't good, but he will try and retake that place back, which he has done. Back up into fifth place. Allowing Claus goes in as well. Claus, Nottingham McKenzie, this was 18th, and third. Suarez is now in the pits, and that's how much fuel he has left. One on the dot. So that's 23 laps of fuel. Enrico on Anderson. He had to yield, and it's 7 second pit stop for David Suarez. And Fosbury is in, and Suarez rejoins behind Christoph Brennick, and he's in 10th. Fosbury 6.1 second pit stop. Volker in 8.5. Again, pretty slow for Volker. Yeah. Volker should rejoin ahead of Volker Singh. Anderson does have a pit call. So, yeah. So he will come into the pits. So with Robert and Bennett in the pit stop, it's Giants win race to lose at the moment. He's in second place and he doesn't need to stop again. Alright, I'm back. Now we're looking at Florian Volker. 19th as Anderson's now in the pits. Two laps of fuel along with this pit stop B. 7-second pit stop. Okay. Where the question is, where will he rejoin? At the moment, he will rejoin in 14th. And will he hold on for 14th? Because there is Gerald Forsberry closing in quickly. I think Forsberry will get him, which he will. McKenzie and Cross are still battling it out for 17th. Forsberry up to 14th. Anderson down to 15th. McKenzie up to 17th. Cross down to 18th. Anderson has the slipstream. He could benefit from it a lot. Plus, on McKenzie, I think I see Anderson on the move on Forsberry. Anderson's got ahead of Forsberry. Back up into 14th. Meanwhile, Cross has gone up into 17th. Back up into 17th. Gets ahead of McKenzie. Yes, of course, Bennett's looking good. Just a reminder you are again. Only Bennett and Ibabo will have to pit again. Yeah, yes, it's pretty much confirmed. So Thomas Bennett and Victor Ibabo they have to pit again. So a legit race leader is Kyle Shaheen. And Ibabo, of course, he's now on the move, on the move, and he's up into third place. Wolf could get him back to the second slipstream. Second straight. Meanwhile, David Suarez on the move for Brennick. He's up into eighth in that fight, but will he be able to hold on to it? Because we have the second straight coming up, and here comes Adam Wolf, as I expected, up alongside Ibabo, and he's ahead of Ibabo. And again, here comes Brennick on the inside Suarez. Suarez defending aggressively on that one, but he's gone through, and he shuts the door, forcing Suarez to slow down massively. And Ibaba retakes third place from Adam Wolf. Wolf could fight him back. He's now going on the inside this time. He's done well with the toe. And he is now up into third place. Back up into third place once again for Adam Wolf. It has been interesting. If someone else can join the commentary booth, you are most welcome to join. You can let Flo know, then we can add you. Meanwhile, Ibaba once again on Adam Move. These two are producing good battles at the moment, but it is of course the Hockenheim ring. You would expect this. Ibaba back up into third for now, but Wolf's sending it, and he's back up into third place. He does a switchback of dreams that nobody could ever do in going into that first chicane. And of course, Wolf pulled a gap of 8 tenths to Ibabo, so which was actually pretty good. That switchback was pretty important, but it's not going to be easy to get away from Ibabo. Ibabo is closing in a bit by 2 tenths on that middle sector, so the battle is not over until he pits. David Suarez, he wants to get 8th place and he wants to take it away from Bernick, but obviously he will know that Bennett and Ibaba will pit again. We don't know where Bennett will rejoin, but I think we know that Ibaba will rejoin pretty much behind Suarez and Bernick. So, yeah. And, yep. And Suarez is up into 8th place. Nordberg and Campana fighting for 10th, and the background we see Turek fighting with Quag for 12th. And here goes Mateus Turek on Roman Quag. Alongside him, he's ahead on the straight. And he's up to 12th place for the head. Now Quad trying to retake that position very close to the back of Turek. He nearly ran into the back of him. And luckily no contact there. And now Ibabo once again on Wolf. He's gone on the outside. He's just ahead, but Wolf does have the inside line. But he's got him. He's got him. The straight line speed. And he's back up into 3rd place. There's been a brilliant battle between Ibabo and Wolf. Knowing Ibabo will have to pit again. Wolf does have this podium in the bag, but you never know. Now Wolf once again on Ibabo. Alongside him. Will he get ahead before the braking zone? He's just ahead. No, is he? No, he wasn't, but he got him at the braking zone. Take a little bit more curb. The first corner of the chicane. But Ibabo getting up the slipstream. Closing in. Of course, alongside. And he could get back 3rd place already into the next chicane. And he has. Meanwhile, Campana on the move on Nordberg, and Campana is through. He's up into 10th place. Matteo Catalan is under pressure from Bartius Plus for 16. Plus actually managed to get away from Mackenzie, but he's now battling Catalan. But Mackenzie, there is a good chance that Mackenzie could catch up to these two. So it could be a freeway fight for 16th. Of course, Fuck is at the Volker. Win with that one. Yep, Bennett's going to come in for his second stop and will be his last, of course, which is obvious. So running comfortably in 2nd place. He has to just bring the car home. Ibabo managed to pull away from Wolf a bit more than we thought, so that battle is ended. But but Wolf knows that he will be able to get a podium from this. Pretty much a legit P2 at the moment. Matteo Catalan is in the chase. Does he? have a problem. He might, yeah. Oh, he actually got damage. I think, yeah, he's got damage. What has happened to Matteo Catalan for him to get damage? We're gonna take a replay of this. Running in 17th, he was ahead of Mackenzie, and he was pretty far away from Kloss, so it must have been a mistake at the penultimate corner. We are about to see it now. Yeah, he goes very wide into the gravel, and he loses the hood. Well, a small piece of it on on the gravel, and managed to get the pit lane just about. And of course, it doesn't cause a dangerous rejoin. It doesn't cause that, so he's clear of a penalty. He is fine, and he won't get a penalty for that, which is definitely. So yeah. Now Anderson on the move on Fosbury, usually battling it out for 14th. Experience Catalan does rejoin in last. 22nd. Of course, all 22 drivers are still racing. Bennett now in the pits from the lead, by the way. Just to mention it, as Fosbury trying to overtake Anderson, which he has done. And now we're going to take a look at Bennett's pit stop. As the fastest lap. I assume it's Bennett who still has the fastest lap. Yeah. And then, yep, Ibaba also has a pit stop as well. 6.1 second pit stop. Actually, he's going to rejoin in 6th, but will he hold on to 6th? That's the question. Most likely not. Because, yeah, he's going to be overtaken. Don't know that. Is that Maxim Titkov? Assume it is. Nature switch cameras as, yeah, Bennett now down in 7th. Yep, it is Titkov. Double checking, and Bennett alongside. Will he get back ahead of Titkov at the next chicane? And he will be back into 6th place. Helps Suarez a little bit there. Because Farkas also pits for his 3rd stop, but he was on the scheduled 2-stop strategy. Shine leads comfortably, and at the moment he's looking on course to take his quote second DTM career win this season. What, second DTM win this season? Just to correct myself a bit there, but of course he won once this season, of course, of the cancelled Nürburgring race, but we'll have to technically say this will be his first official win of the season. I had to correct myself, Joe. Yes, that's what I just said. Give about 8-second pit stop. And now Suarez on the move on Titkov, and he's up to 6th place. But Titkov could do a switchback of dreams, but Suarez defends, and he does well at defending. We already knew where Bennett overtook him. We already knew where Bennett overtook Titkov. We already saw it. I don't understand why Flo had to do the replay. Maybe a misunderstanding. Happens to the best of us. Don't know why Bubba rejoined, but I think all I can say is that he's rejoined outside the points. 12th place. Now Titkov, he's still behind Suarez, but this battle for 6th is not over yet for those two. I think the real question for Bennett is, can he get a podium? He's not far off Parrish and Rico, so a podium is possible. He could also challenge Adam Wolf, so possible for 2nd. I don't think he can get the win, but you never know. If his pace is really quick, then pretty much a 2.5 quicker than Shine, then the win is possible, but we'll see. The gap is 2.7 between Parrish and Bennett. At the moment, Shine is comfortably winning, but if Bennett's gaining a lot, pretty much over a second a lap, then he might need to keep his head down. Now, Wolfie is pulling away a little bit to Rico in the first sector. Gap is 4.8. So far, running in a comfortable 2nd place. Parrish is 1.1 behind Rico. Bennett cut the gap down to 2.5 between Parrish and himself. Shine continues to lead. He's continuing to pull away from Wolf by 10th in the middle sector. At the moment, it's looking comfortable for Shine. Oh dear. Well, hopefully you will be safe. Hopefully Flo will be safe. Should I say it's ooh. So Flo's mother has got COVID and Flo has been in contact with her the whole time. As you said in the chat, so stay safe, Flo. Rico. Ooh. I need some positive things, but in a good way, not in the put bad way. But yeah, knowing Flo is safe, that's good news for him. Now Rico, they can pull away a little bit from Parrish. No, actually he hasn't. Parrish gained a little bit, but not much. But Bennett is gaining a lot. The gap now is 1.4 seconds. He's gained half a second in the final sector. I assume he's like 1 second quicker than Parrish, maybe even 1.5. Now the gap, the previous lap, when he started the previous lap, was like 2.5. No, it was 1.1 seconds he gained. Would have gained. But anyways, Bennett's charge on the podium is on. It's of course alive. And surprisingly, Suarez has actually been able to pull away from Maxim Titkov. So Titkov must be struggling. And It's just less than a second between Rico and Parrish at the moment. So at the moment it will be a freeway fight for the podium, but I mean it could be a freeway fight for fourth, knowing that David Suarez could join in. I'm not saying four-way fight for the podium because I do think Bennett could overtake them quickly, but we'll see. It could be a four-way fight, but you never know. Of course, Bennett catching a lot with those fresher tires. Parrish gained a little bit in the final sector. Didn't know what the gap was between Parrish and Bennett. Assume it's 1.2 seconds or even 1.1 seconds. So could have gained 4 tenths on the previous lap. But we're on board with Parrish. He's actually lost a little bit of time the first sector to Rico. Nemo on board with Judd Forsberry. He's gonna try and overtake Roman Quad for 13th. Not been the best of races for Robin Quad, but he will still lead the championship, I think. Forsberry has now overtaken Quad for 13th. But could Quad try and have a go at him again? I don't think so, but he will be getting closer. Of course, we're on lap 35 for Shine. I think the battle for third is actually getting a lot closer now. Probably saying battle for fourth actually, but third is not far. I'm just looking at the mini map. I think Bennett is all over the back of Parrish. Don't know if we would get him this lap, but we will see. Forsberg's now getting away from Pog. Just about. Gap is 8 tenths between those two. Could watch out because Billy Anderson catching. Now Campana on Beranek and he's up to 8th place. Bennett, he's still in 5th, but he's now on the move on Parrish. Parrish trying to defend. Inside line. Trying to hold off on the outside, braking later than Bennett, but Bennett has none of it and he's through. He's up into 4th place. And that's definitely going to allow David Suarez to join in. He's right behind Bob Parrish. Suarez has some chance on getting a top 4 finish, maybe. Top 4 position gained. Of course, Shines, he started 9th. He's leading this race. At the moment, he's on course to win for the first time officially this season. And yeah, it would take him out of last place in the championship. And now Suarez did have a go on Parrish. He failed, but he does have the long straight before the first chicane. And Suarez, he's just ahead. And he's gonna cross the door, but Parrish now goes for the switchback. He doesn't brake later, and he didn't have the speed compared to Suarez, but he does have the second straight. And Let's see if he can get the move done going into the second chicane. And here he goes. Here goes Parrish. Wrong side. Should be ahead. And he is ahead. Back up into 5th place he goes. Because Ferrari's get him here. The next long straight. Then we have another chicane. Here goes Debbie Suarez. Once again. And he is back up into 5th place once again. And he should be able to hold him off on this one. Parrish could be under pressure from takeoff. Meanwhile, Turek is now on the move. He's got past Max Nordberg. Volker at the moment in 18th. Ibabo now in 12th. Could he have a shot at points? Don't know, but he's having a go at Max Nordberg. He could get him on the racing line. Has he? We just about missed it. And he has. I think we want to see that move again. Again, another great move by Ibabo. He did it to Wolf last time, when he was back in 3rd. And he's done it again against Max Nordberg this lap for 11th place. Points is there. It's possible for Ibabo. Because Brennick's now back at the Campana. Because Bennett's now right behind Rico for 3rd. Or he would be closer, but close enough to get some slipstream. Now the gap is half a second between those two. Here goes Campana once again on Christoph Brennick. This is for 8th place. Ibaba could steal a point here in this race, but could be a bit too late for him. But Campana does get that move done. Here goes Bennett. Still half a second behind, but he did lose a tiny bit in the middle sector. Now the battle between Mackenzie and Plus has resumed once again. Now we have 5 laps remaining for the race leader. As now Mackenzie has now gone through and he's up into 16th. Gets past Cross. Meanwhile, Florian Volker could close in on these two and could join the battle. Volker, who had a brake problem and he was running in a decent result. I believe he was in 6th place when he had the problem, but speaking of which, on to Thomas Bennett and he sails through like an arrow and he's through past Gabriel Rico up to 3rd place. But the question is, can he hold on to it? I don't think so because Rico has the slipstream. He's now alongside and I think he will be going into chicane, but it depends on how quick they are. They are in a straight line without slipstream. Rico breaks later and he's through. He's back up into 3rd place. Could allow David Suarez a chance to get up to sneak in this battle. Meanwhile, Anderson and Krog, the 2 championship contenders, are battling it out. Anderson moved up to 14th, but Krog's having none of it. He wants to get that position back. This is pretty much for pride between these two. And Krog moves up into 14th. Moves back up into 14th, gets ahead of Anderson. Bennett still behind Rico. Now we have 4 laps to go. I mean, well, we could just tell that Science pretty much comfortable at the moment. Wolf, I think he could hold on. He's likely to hold on for 2nd. Bennett trying to go on the inside at turn 1. That's not going to work. Has to stay back. and it's allowing Suarez to be a real contender for the final podium spot. You know, Campana and Turek have gained 12 places in this race. Meanwhile, Bennett has overtaken Rico for third, but Rico will have to worry about David Suarez. He might not need to worry because he will be able to attack Thomas Bennett once again. He's now alongside in the second straight, and he's alongside him. Now going into the chicane. He's braking later, and he is through. Back up into third place he goes. It's now allowing David Suarez and Will Parrish to close in. This is a bit of a surprise here, that Suarez and Parrish are closing in on this battle for P3. It's now a legit four-way fight. You can tell on the minimap, I don't think we saw an overtake. I think, yeah, Suarez is actually alongside Bennett, but Bennett holds him off. I think those two are battling it out at the chicane, but we don't know about that one. But we have 3 laps to go for the race leader. Bennett could lose on the podium. Meanwhile, Brennick defending at the stadium section for P9. Volker trying to go around the outside of McKenzie. That ain't gonna work. McKenzie shuts the door. And Suarez is now going for it on Thomas Bennett. And he's gonna actually get 4th place. He's now up into 4th place because of this. Bennett's chances of the podium are starting to fade away, but Bennett's trying to go on the inside. They nearly made contact. Well, they almost made contact, but they stay in one piece. Suarez holds the position. Brannick holds off Turwick. Ibaba nearly got the position. Bennett again, not gonna work. Bennett losing more ground, and he's gonna be under pressure from Parrish. That's a big problem. Ooh, very close between those two, Ibaba and Turwick. But we have to back out of that. And now Parrish on the move, and he's gonna get ahead of Bennett as well. And this is a big blow for Bennett. His chances of the podium are pretty much fading away from him, with almost 2 laps to go. And Ibaba has now got past Turwick. He's up to 8th. Krog on the leaderboard. He's got ahead of Anderson for 14th. You just said P61 doesn't exist. If you said P61, then you must be at the previous race. Yes. And Tikoff's actually not far off. He's 1.6 seconds behind. So could be a big fight for the podium here. For the final podium spot. The biggest fight we will see. But knowing this, oh, there's a yellow flag up ahead. Oh, and it's Daniel Adventure, and he becomes the first retirement of this race. But I assume he's going to be classified, and he actually got the same problem as Florian Broker, a brake problem.
Keep on the braking. Keep getting slow, mate. Don't go any faster. This is too quick. We don't need this.
I'm just gonna assume that all the drivers pretty much Adventure's gonna be classified in 20 seconds because of this. So yeah, because he's got past 90%. He did like 40 laps. Let's see, but once we get to the results page, but yeah. And Cheyenne, there is a wheel.
It was
But
far away from the
Yeah, it was pretty
line.
far. Yeah.
He had luck that it did not stop early.
Yeah, very lucky. Meanwhile, David Suarez on for pretty much an unexpected podium, but he's actually he's got ahead of Rico. But Rico can fight back. I mean, right now, Bennett's chance of the podium has completely gone. This is pretty much a fight between the two Brazilians. Ibabo trying to get ahead of Brannick. I mean, Ibabo's chances of points have gone. And Volker's now got ahead of Mackenzie on the leaderboard. He's up to 17th. And yes, he has, fully. As now Cheyenne, he starts the final lap. Meanwhile, Bennett's trying to go for the move on Parrish into turn 1. It's not going to work. Pretty bad from him. But he will use the stick. And he will have a go at this long straight. And he will be ahead. Easily. But can Parrish go for a switchback? I doubt it, but he could have a go at the second straight. Meanwhile, Ibobo's on the move on Brannick for 9th place. And we have another yellow flag. And oh dear, there's someone out of the race. It's Jared Fosbury. Ooh, of course, nearly hit the debris. So same with Volker and Mackenzie. And the debris stopped. That wheel has stopped just about. So pretty much Nello and Volker are pretty much lucky from that. And Catalan as well. So 2 retirements in the space of 2 laps. And this is pretty much a big mistake by Fosbury. Takes a lot of speed into that corner. It goes so wide, spins out, and hits the wall. And it was a big driver error from Jared Fosbury. That's not what he wants. And yeah, at the moment, he's 9th in the championship, and that's not what he wants. Not what he wants, unfortunately. And there's an interesting battle for 10th. I think Turwick locked up Ibaba up to 9th, Turwick in 10th, Brannick down 11th, Bennett up to 5th, Rico still in 4th. We need to look at the race leader because he's at the penultimate corner right about now. And now he's going for the final corner now. And Hayoshin will get his first ever official win in the DTM season. Congratulations to him. Adam Wolf comes across the line to take 2nd place. Place for him. Good result from him. Meanwhile, David Suarez at the background as Max Nordberg has gone up into 11th. As Suarez goes up, finishes 3rd. Rico 4th. Bennett 5th. Parrish 6th. Takeoff 7th, and Campana will get the final point in 8th. Victory Bobo. The 2-stop didn't work for him, but he finishes in 9th place. He did what he could. Turek in 10th. Nordberg got Bernick on the final lap for 11th, and Bernick done in 12th. Krog now will finish 13th. He's ahead of his championship rival Julian Sanderson in 14th. Kloss finishes 15th. Volker in 16th. Mackenzie 17th. With one another will finish in 18th. Followed by Rifty Farquharson in 19th, and Matteo Catalan will complete the finishes in 20th. And once he crosses the line, it will be race over. And we are looking at the race winner, Ayol Shahin. He gets his first official win this season. And we look at the results. Shahin wins from Adam Wolf. Then David Suarez in 3rd. That completes the podium with Rico 4th, Bennett 5th, Parrish 6th, Tikoff in 7th. And of course, Campana takes the final point in 8th, Ibaba 9th with Turek 10th, Nordberg 11th, Bernick 12th, Pog 13th, Anderson 14th, Klaus 15th, Volker 16th, Mackenzie 17th, Nether 18th, Farquharson 19th, Catalan 20th, and Fosbury classified as a lap down, and Adventure classified as 3 laps down. So pretty much everyone classified. And the fastest lap does go to Thomas Bennett, and by pretty much 77 thousandths, and pretty much, yeah. And to honor Al Shaheen, we will listen to the Turkish national anthem. So that's been it for the DTM race at the old Hockenheim ring. And the question to you, Flo, is who is your driver of the day?
Well, for me, I would just say Halle Shahin, since he managed to win the official race now in this season after winning the
Unofficial.
non-championship Nürburgring race. So congrats to him.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I would go for Kyle Shane, and he is our driver of the day. And that's been it from us today. I've been Ra. Dennis has been the graph remover, and Flo has been the host himself. We will see you next time when DTM returns at Spa. Until then, take care and bye bye.